This is why you hit a plateau, because you're not being intentional. You're not being intentional with building your business. You're looking at your business as a hobby, not a real business. You have no systems in place. You have no structure. You have no credit strategy. And if you don't have these key components, people, you are spinning the wheels. How to build business credit, how to leverage business credit to become unstoppable. How to build funding without using your own money. What's going on, Bag Family? We are back with another episode. Coach Darius D. Brown. And man, excited to have you here, man. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support each and every week. You guys stand tapped into the mission. Without you guys, we can't keep this train going. So we appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share with someone that you know that can benefit from this value, from this information, because we are firm believers that information is the fertilizer to our wealth. If we simply take it serious, execute on it, and help someone else, So let's get into it, man. So this is episode 52, right? Episode 52. And we're going to curate this episode on business credit. How to build business credit, how to leverage business credit to become unstoppable, right? How to build funding without using your own money. I have these debates with certain people that don't understand the power of credit. Like, I talk to people and they're like, man, I don't want to credit, man. I'm just going to use everything cash. There's no logic in that, because at this point, you're just spinning the wheels. If you have true goals, financial goals, if you're trying to accumulate or create some type of wealth, you understand that credit will help you get there a lot faster than you simply leveraging your own liquid, your own cash, your own capital, right? So when you understand the credit game, not just the personal credit, but the business credit, you become unstoppable, right? So we're going to show you all, entrepreneurs, business owners, stay plugged in, stay tapped in, all right? Make sure you like, subscribe, share with someone that you know that can benefit from this, okay? But we're going to show you guys how business credit creates leverage and scalability. I'll say that one more time for the people in the back. How business credit creates leverage and scalability. All right, the wealthy understand OPM, leveraging other people's money. I might have to tell my team when we edit this episode to put that in big fonts, and we're going to clip this, right? Wealthy people understand the importance of leveraging OPM, other people's money, right? Wealthy people preserve their own cash, their own liquid. They use funding to grow assets, right? They get funding, they put it into real estate. They understand when you invest in real estate, you're getting bigger tax advantages. Makes sense, right? Business credit creates that leverage, right? Again, we talked about it last week. The personal credit opens up the door. The business credit creates that leverage. It breaks it all the way down, right? Why business credit is the game changer? Why is business credit such the game changer, right? Here's the benefits. It separates your personal and business accounts, your finances. It separates the two. There's no reason why you should be commingling the two, your personal and your business. It separates it. It protects you. You are your own entity. Like Darius Brown, I am an entity. But I want to make sure I protect Darius Brown, right? Something happens. If I have my personal and my business separate, it protects me, the entity, right? So when you understand that you are your own entity, you are your own enterprise, and you don't want to associate or commingle you with your business, then you're on the right track. You understand how to leverage the business credit to your advantage. Make sense? Right? It protects personal utilization. Right? So when you're leveraging your business credit cards, it protects that personal utilization, doesn't hinder that personal credit, right? It increases funding capacity because 9 times out of 10, your business, the cash flow is going to always supersede what you as a personal entity will make, right? You have to think like a boss. You have to think like an enterprise. If you're thinking minimal, that's what you're going to get. But when you're thinking colossal, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, $100 million, whatever you're looking to accomplish in your business, you have to think bigger. You got to think bigger, long term. Business credit will help you get there. All right. And then again, it creates that scalability. Business credit creates that for you. All right. Now I'm going to give you guys the sauce. Hope you guys ready, man. All right. So the business credit formation, this is how your business is formatted, right? We're going to walk you through step by step. And again, if you comment the word bag below somewhere in this video, comment the word bag, I will give you a free copy of my ebook, Unlock the Code to Financial Freedom, where it has changed so many people's lives. It has taken their business from overdraft to overflow because now they understand the power of credit, both on the personal as well as the business side. They understand how to properly structure their business, okay? So I'm going to give you a brief overview, a synopsis on what you need to do on this episode, but to really take things deeper so you can truly position yourself in your business, go ahead and comment the word bag and we'll send you a copy of that. All right. So LLC, whatever state you're in, you register your LLC through your state. All right. Then you create your EIN. Creating your EIN, that is your employer identification number. This is the number that's associated with your business. All right. Which is completely free. LLC, to create your LLC, it's anywhere between 90 to $100, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute since we created it, but I believe it's still about 90 to $100. Okay. EIN, your employer identification number, completely free. All right. Then what you want to do now that you have those two components set up, you're going to go to your bank. You're going to open up a business checking account. There's no reason why you should be using Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. No, people. Again, you want the lenders, you want the banks to take you serious, right? You have to operate like a boss. You have to think like a business owner. So if you're leveraging Cash App, Square, you don't have a real business checking account, let's go ahead and create that. All right. Then you want a professional website. If you don't have a professional website, a professional landing page. If a business owner tells you you don't need a professional website, they're doing you a disservice. You need a professional website. You need a professional website. There's tons of consumers all across the world that need social media. See, a lot of times people get so caught up with social media. Social media is great, right? But you have a lot of people. Let's think outside the box, right? You have baby boomers, right? Gen X's, right? Millennials, Gen Z's, right? But you have a lot of baby boomers. They're not hip to social media. They're still wanting to accomplish their goals, right? And they still leverage Google. They still search on the internet and they're looking and they come across a website and they're doing their due diligence. They're doing their research. So you're leaving money on the table by not having a professional website. It tells the story. It gives that documentation. It gives that history of who you are as a business, as an entity. It allows them to be able to see your services and what you offer, right? It allows them to be able to see a proven track record that you are an expertise in your respective field, right? It allows them to be able to see the clients that have leveraged your services in real time, and now they're able to see your reviews. So if you do not have a professional website, you're doing you and your business a major disservice. Get you a professional website, get you a web page developer, you can go to Fiverr.com. There's tons of freelancers out there that will, help you build your professional website. All right. Again, this is what the lenders want to see, people. I'm not telling you to do something just to do it. There's a strategy behind the madness, right? Get you a business email. There's no reason why you got to think like a boss. You got to think like a business owner. No Gmail, no elevationgroup@gmail.com. No, purchase your domain, right? So you own your own domain and get you a professional email address. GoDaddy, Hostinger, they have tons of platforms out there. You pay a couple dollars a month. You own your domain. Now you have a professional email. Okay? Your DUNS number is completely free, right? This is your DMB number. This is another number that's associated with your business that tracks your business credit history, right? So the business credit reporting agencies can see in real time what your business is producing, cash flow, credit, etc. Then once we do that, we help you set up your Duns and Brad profile. Okay? So it's not just setting up your number saying, okay, that's the end all be all. No, we need to ensure that we are setting up the Duns profile accordingly and correctly. All right? This is essential if you're looking to take your business to the next level. All right? And then lastly, your business phone number. Now, you don't have to go to Verizon or AT&T, T-Mobile. You don't have to get a business. You can, again, every business owner needs a CRM, right? It's a client or customer relations management software. It's a hub. It keeps everything in one centralized location, from your clients, from your leads, from you can do your email campaigns. You can set up everything inside of your CRM. It keeps everything streamlined. It keeps everything structured. If you don't have a CRM, number one, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And you're spinning the wheels. Remember, system. We probably need to put this somewhere in there, for the people in the back. System. Saving yourself time, energy, and money. If you're spinning the wheels, you're overexerting yourself because you're not allowing the system to work for you. The system is to work for you, not against you, right? So you need these proper systems in place. And if you need help, we'll go ahead and have the link where you can book a call with me, and we can see exactly where you're at right now, where you can be in the next coming months. Setting up your business formation, setting up the proper systems within your business model so you can continue to focus on the business, but not in the business. Does that make sense? We want you focusing on the business to continue to push your business forward. But if you're so focused in the business, and you have to inspect what you expect. So what I'm not saying as a business owner, you shouldn't be doing your due diligence no. But if you're so focused in the business, then you get lost and your business now is stagnant. You hit a plateau. You're a business owner. You set your team, you vet your team, you hire people, you put the proper systems in place within your business model, and let them do what they do. Let the system do what it does while you focus on going out in the marketplace and leveraging those resources to take the business to the next level. All right. And then the CRM, of course, allows you to be able to create that business phone number. Right. If you don't work out of a brick and mortar, which is a physical location, typically people that have a physical location because they are selling physical, tangible products, right? Or if you're like us, a service-based business, we work from home, right? Because we service across the country. We're not using our home address. Number one, it kills credibility for number one. Number two, it's a safety measure. This stuff is it's notated, it's public record. Why would I put my home address and associate it with my business, right? So we have to make sure that we have a business address, virtual. Get you a virtual business address, $15 a month, all right? So we're going to go over the progression. Vendor credit, and And I want you guys to make sure you're paying close attention to this. So you have your vendor credit, right, which are vendor accounts. You have your store credit, which are like Home Depot, Staples, Costco, Sam's. You have your fleet credit, right, which are like if you're in logistics, your fleet cards, your gas cards, right? And then you have your cash credit in that order. Vendor credit, store credit, fleet credit, cash credit. Vendor credit, net 30 account, store credit, store credit cards, right? Fleet credit, that fuel cards, right, for your business, if you're logistics, transportation. And then your cash credit. Level 1, vendor accounts. That's vendor credit, all right? Level 2, store credit. That's your store credit, right? I go to Home Depot, I'm in construction, I need some lumber, need different supplies, different things for my business. I'm leveraging that store credit card, right? To continue, because I need supplies. You need supplies. You don't have the supplies, you don't have the product, then your business is stagnant. How do you get the product? By leverage, OPM, other people's money, right? Then fleet credit, those fleet cards that we were talking about. Get those fuel cards, those A to B fuel cards. So now you're not using your money to buy fuel. Again, it's all about leverage. And then lastly, cash credit. Level 4, this is business credit cards and LOCs, which is lines of credit. All right. Now let's have some fun real quick. All right. How business credit creates freedom? All right. How business credit creates freedom. I'm going to tell you right now how business credit creates freedom. You guys ready? Marketing. What I'm doing right now is I'm marketing to you. I'm providing you free value, but I'm still marketing. Because we get so many people that still reach out to us. We get people that never leverage our services, which is fine. That's absolutely great, right? But we get a lot of people that reach out and say, man, I need your expertise. I need your service. I need what you offer. Because I'm spinning the wheels right now. I'm wasting time, and it's time for me to level up, right? So I market to you, right? We cannot be the best kept secret. What I mean by that is you're great at what you do. You have an amazing product. You have an amazing service, but no one knows what you do because you're not putting yourself out there in the marketplace to let people know what you offer. I have a solution to your problem. In order for me to show you that I have or tell you that I have a solution to your problem, I have to get out in front of you. I have to get into the marketplace, right? Does that make sense? So marketing is essential. That's the number one thing you need to invest in. If you're trying to make a lot of money, you have to market your business, whether it's offline, online, through email campaigns, through going to events. We do it all. Running ads, we do it all. There's not one thing that me and my wife haven't done when it came to marketing. We've bought billboards. You know those billboards that you see on the highway? We've invested in those. I don't recommend them now, but, teach his own. But when we first started, we were doing everything. We didn't want to be the best kept secret. We wanted to everywhere. We would travel out of the country. So our secondary market, our first market is Georgia. Our secondary market is Alabama, right? But we service across the entire country, right? So we have clients throughout the entire country because of the relationships that we've built over the years, leveraging social media and understanding the power of social media, right? So this is essential when you truly understand the power of social media. If you're going to be on social media, since we're talking about marketing, if you're going to be on social media, you need to get paid to be on social media. You're already on it. You have to identify whether you want to be a consumer or a producer. I want to be a producer. So I'm going to produce as much content and push it out, opposed to me being a consumer and all I'm doing is scrolling all day. I'm not making no money. I want to make money. The objective is to make money, people. You're not in business just to provide value and create content. You're in business to make money. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're capped. You don't even need to put yourself in proximity with those people. You are here to make money. So in order to do that, you have to market yourself. You have to market your business. You have to brand yourself accordingly. People buy into you before they buy into your service or your product. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. People buy into you before they buy into your service or product. People do business with people that they like, know, and trust. If they like you, they're going to rock with you. If they know you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to rock with you. If they trust you, most importantly, they're definitely going to rock with you and patronize your business. So marketing, all right? Payroll. Understanding this, business credit. This is how business credit creates freedom. Payroll. Putting yourself on payroll. Not only does this create a streamlined process, it makes the books clean. It helps your accountant. It helps your CPA out tremendously because now you're not commingling. You're not just swiping your business cards and all of this. Everything, you're on payroll. You're paying yourself, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, whether you're using QuickBooks, whatever platform you're using, but you need to put yourself and your team on payroll. This is good for tax purposes. This is good for your bookkeeping. This is good for the overall health profile of your business. Make sense? Third is inventory. You need to ensure that you have inventory. You can't run a business without it. If you have a physical product, right, you need to have inventory. If you have a service, you need to make sure you're continuously pushing that service out. All right? Equipment, making sure you have a substantial amount of equipment. If, like us, we have our business, we have our podcast, we have all of this equipment, right? This not only, it costs money, but it produces money, right? This is how we have to shift that, right? That's how I looked at it, right? Okay, spend about $3,000-$4,000 on equipment, cool. But I know we're gonna make that back, plus more, then more, then more. Make sense? So equipment, printers, computers, laptops, tablets, phones, right? You have to look at it to its totality to understand all of this is designed to help you produce revenue, help you produce income, right? Produce the income, right? Produce the income, all right? And then expansion. The objective also is to expand your reach, expand your brand. Expansion comes with credibility. It comes with consistency. It comes with leveraging your resources. It comes from marketing. It comes from all of the things that I just mentioned, right? It comes from all of the things that I just mentioned. But you cannot create expansion if you don't market, if you don't put yourself and your team on payroll, if you don't buy inventory, if you don't buy equipment, you can't expand. You're spinning the wheels. Okay? You can do all of this without draining your personal savings. Again, you're separating your personal from your business. All right, this might sting a little bit for some people, but again, this is keeping it real with the Browns, right? We're here to help. We're here to serve. We're here to not only provide the value, but we're here to just put other people in position to win. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not here to regurgitate or recycle something that I heard online or even offline. Everything that I tell y'all is 100% accurate, facts. I don't know everything, but I've been around the block. I've been in entrepreneurship for quite some time to know that I've hit rock bottom. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to make an immense amount of mistakes. I know getting in bad business deals. I've been there. I've done it in real time. I've messed my personal credit up. I know what it feels like to rebuild. I know what it feels like to say, okay, it's time to go back to the drawing table and strategize and organize. I know. I've been there. This is why mentorship is key. Get you a mentor that's actually experienced it, not read a book, not said, okay, I read a book, so now I know. The best teacher is life experiences. It's the best teacher. Make sense? But here's the biggest mistake entrepreneurs make. Y'all ready for this? Operating as a hobby instead of a business. I know that's going to sting and it's going to hurt a lot of people, but it's the truth. You're operating as a hobby. You're just doing this. You're waking up. You're just going through the motion. You're not looking at it as a business. Oh, it is what it is. You know, whatever happens, happens. You have no intentionality behind what you're doing. There's no reasoning behind what you're doing. And this is why you're stuck. This is why you've hit a plateau, because you're not being intentional. You're not being intentional with building your business. You're looking at it. You're looking at your business as a hobby, not a real business. Right? You have no systems in place. You have no structure. You have no credit strategy. And if you don't have these key components, people, you are spinning the wheels. If you truly ask yourself, listen, I want more. Like Coach D, he's saying something that resonates with me. He's speaking, he's all in my business right now. Like, just execute, strategize, come up with that, write it down, come up with that roadmap, write it down, schedule a call, right? You can do it. It's like we're still in the middle of 2026. You can still make it happen. You just got to be intentional. But most importantly, you got to be honest with yourself and your situation. You got to truly say, yo, like, I got these goals that I'm looking to reach. I have these goals that I'm looking to accomplish, but I've been getting in my own way. See, here's the thing. We always worry about people, you know, we got these haters online, people hating, people doing this, but we tend to be our biggest haters. We can be our biggest enemy, our biggest threat, because we tend to get in our own way. Nobody else can get in your own way unless you allow them, but we tend to get in our own way. Whether it's through procrastination, you say you were going to do something, you end up not doing it for whatever reason. But you only get one shot at this thing we call life. Time don't wait on no man. You either want it or you don't. It's that simple. You're going to either make excuses or you're going to make adjustments. It's that simple. If you have a business and you know you have goals and you're sitting on it, you haven't completed that application, you haven't started working on your personal credit, you haven't started building up your business credit, you haven't done what you need to do, and then when it's time, when you feel like you're ready, then you want to you want to try to control and speed up the process and control other people's businesses. It doesn't work like that. You have to make guarantees to yourself before you want other people to make guarantees to you. You got to look the person in the mirror and say, yo, business owner, entrepreneur, it's time for me to level up. The new word that me and my wife use is the word radical. It's time to get radical in this season. It's time to get radical. It's time to be unapologetic, and it's time to get out of our own way. All right. I'm going to leave this with you guys. Personal credit gets you approved. Business credit gets you funded. Personal credit gets you approved. Business credit gets you funded. But when you have both working together, that's when you become unstoppable, people. Personal credit gets you approved. Business credit gets you funded. But when you have both working together like in sync, a perfect marriage, they're working together for your advantage, that's when you become unstoppable. All right? So, again, man, listen, if it's to be, it's up to me. If this value or information helped you in any way, make sure you like, subscribe. Again, comment the word bag below. We'll send you a copy of my free ebook, Unlock the Code of Financial Freedom. And again, it's valued at $97, but listen, We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. So all you got to do is just comment back. We'll send you a copy. And it'll have this whole framework, everything that you need, step by step, a step-by-step roadmap, and the information that you need to take your business from overdraft to overflow, all right, in real time. So we appreciate you guys. And until next time, we'll see you next week.